Hi, so this is my video response to the derogatory video, Retards Have Tourettes. First off, I want to say I'm not going to take any offense by your video because obviously you don't know what you're talking about, and I can't really blame you for being uneducated. I just want to say that I have Tourette's. I've lived with it since I was a baby. It's something that I deal with on a daily basis, and it's not exactly what y'all make it out to be. According to your video, all retards with Tourette's walk around all day long. And good acting, y'all, but not quite precise. Basically, Tourette's doesn't affect my normal, everyday life. Yes, it can get bad sometimes, but on a normal basis it's not, and I can still function. I work, I go to school, I have friends, I have boyfriends, I can do anything that anyone else can do. The way Tourette's works basically is a neurological disorder, and to be classified as Tourette's you have to have both a physical and a vocal tic, and it has to last. You can only go 2 months out of the year without having a tic. To be classified as Tourette's, mine's actually every day. I've never been able to get rid of it for a day or more than a few minutes, but it's not to the extent that y'all are making it out. Most people with Tourette's pick 1 or 2 tics, and those are their main things. We are able to control, to an extent, how long we put off our tics, just as somebody can put off how long they sneeze, or they have to sneeze, they can control it for a while, but it builds up and builds up till they have to do it. Basically, that's what we feel like. My tics personally, I have an arm tic, which will occasionally jerk up. I can usually pass it off as brushing off my hair, pass it up as scratching my nose. There's different ways to disguise it so you don't actually know you're doing it. Vocally, unless you have coprolalia, which is what the popular Tourette's guy, focuses on, that would be the screaming of profane words and random phrases. Only 15% of people who have Tourette's actually have coprolalia. Actually, our vocal tics are more of a vocal click. So instead of screaming, we'll go like or or something to that effect. It's not anything like, I'm not going to say it, y'all are young kids, I know y'all were cussing in your video, I don't particularly want you to hear me cussing, but, F this, F that, that's not exactly what it is. They said people can control their tics and what they do. I've had tics sometimes that were so bad that I've knocked myself unconscious. Those are rare. So different people are going to have different things. I've seen people twitch their foot, people who have to snap, people who wiggle their nose. It's not what y'all made it out to be, but it's not anything fun to live with either. Until y'all understand what it is, I don't think it's fair to classify people with Tourette's as retards and publicize it. As for me not being retarded, let's just say I graduated high school with a 4.3 GPA. I'm double majoring in college in physical therapy and music education. I'm fluent with several instruments. I live a normal life just like anybody else. It doesn't make me retarded. It doesn't make anyone else with Tourette's retarded. And people who do have debilitating disabilities, that was very redundant, disabilities that may make them more towards your video standards, it's still not polite to make fun of them. There are other ways to be humorous without putting other people down. In fact, the more you put other people down, the more you just belittle yourself. It doesn't say much for your education level. People who are more intelligent don't tend to feel it necessary to make fun of lesser beings. We have better ways to insult people other than going around and them. But really though, you could really hurt somebody's feelings. And there you have it. Anyways, try taking up juggling or something. Do something better with your life. Toodles.